One flew over the cuckoo's nest. I really enjoyed this. The movie I liked. I watched it 20 years ago and I really liked the movie. So it's been on my to read list for a while. One flew over the cuckoo's nest because I'm reading books in the 1001 books everyone should read before they die. I knew this was on there and I liked the movie. It was like I only got half the story from the movie, and the movie was really, really good. I thought, I have to watch it again, or maybe I missed a lot of things. But in the movie, I thought the Indian was just choosing not to talk to anyone, and then he was faking it. But the book is from the Indian's perspective. So he's not talking to anyone throughout the movie, and then he starts talking at the end. But what was he thinking, and what was he experiencing at the beginning? And right at the beginning, he is dealing with a fog and trying to stay in reality, as well as going into pictures and seeing the nurse as a machine, and the pills that he has to take, he opens them up and there's machines and things in there. So he was literally dealing with schizophrenia or something like that, and you see the journey he goes through within his head. You're within this guy's head, who is slowly becoming better. And then, of course, throughout the book, he gets to a point where he can talk to people. And the reasonings why he has decided to pull back from society and not talk is all in the book as well, which you don't get. His relationship with his father, and how his father had to give up. His father was a chief, and the society came in and took their land, and that took his soul. And seeing his dad go through that, he then pulls back from society. So there's a lot of social commentary in this book, and I found it very similar to Of Mice and Men. There's only like a few characters because it's stuck within the mental ward. So there's only like the few interminglings of the different people. Like in Of Mice and Men, there's only like 5 main characters, but the characters are really interesting, and you get to love them, really, and it's the way they interact with each other that he is making commentary on society and how we deal with things. Anyway, I think it's a really, really good book. You should read it. Even if you've watched the movie, like I did. Usually I would read the book first, then watch the movie. This is the first time I've seen the movie and then read the book. And maybe it's a new thing for me now, because I enjoyed the book better, maybe. I don't know. But maybe if I really like a movie, then I read the book and then like it even better. But if you don't know anything about it, I would say read the book first. That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Should you read the book first? This time I didn't. I had watched the movie ages ago, and I really enjoyed the book as well. So, get in it, read it. The next books I'm getting into, not sure, is my Cormac McCarthy. Oh, yes, that's right, there's a movie. So, No Country for Old Men read the book first. I'm going to read the book first and then watch the movie. I'm going to be on a bit of a Cormac McCarthy binge at the moment because I've also got Blood Meridian sitting on my shelf, which I really want to read. Apparently that's his best novel, and that is in production maybe at the moment. I know the movie is coming out maybe in a year or two, hence Blood Meridian is on my to be read. Other thing I've got, Tom Hanks. What? Yeah, it's not a story about his life, no. But what it is about is the making of a movie. And also comics. There's actually 3 comics in here, and it goes through how comics and movie making through the 60s and 70s to now, how we've got a lot of comic books being made as superhero movies. But what was the change in comics and then comics to movies, as well as making movies at the same time? I think that's what it's all about from what I've heard. So I got to read that. It's going to be pretty cool. And because Tom Hanks, he knows what happens. He knows what happens in a movie set. And apparently a lot of this, he says, is all true. So if characters are having a prima donna meltdown, you will be thinking, what actress or actor he worked with was doing that? So you know it's true, even though it's a fiction story about making a movie. You know Tom Hanks. He's been on quite a few movies, so he has the ability to make you realize what the gopher and what the guy with the goat and the coffee and how all the interminglings of making a movie is all about. So anyway, see you next time. See what I read next. Cuckoo!